So there's a lot of confusion on the situation with pay to win, the definition of what is pay to win. For example, people would say things like it's not pay to win, it's pay to skip, pay for convenience. What else is there? Um, it's just cosmetics. That's a big one, right? Let me tell you something. If a game allows you to spend over thousands of dollars in the game, right? Like it has the opportunity for you to just keep swipe your credit card over and over again. Um, you're not really buying a product, are you? You're buying a what you call it a service. I mean, the way they put it, right? You're buying a service for the game. They're not stealing money from your wallet. No, of course not. You know, they're just selling you a service, a convenience for the game, such as a skin, cosmetic, a horse or whatever, a piece of armor, a skin in operator skins in Call of Duty, right? Fortnite, whatever. So instead of working towards that skin, right, earn it in game through like let's say like a dungeon or something, all you gotta do is just swipe your credit card and get it, right? It's a service. Now tell me why the same services would just let you spend thousands of dollars on the game, right? Imagine going to the bar and you're like a major alcoholic and you spend every day at the bar just drinking and drinking and drinking and drinking, spending millions of dollars on booze, right? The most high quality booze you can get, exclusive to this bar, right? How is that not abuse? Seriously. You would think somebody would tell us, man, Joe, go home, right? But now he's addicted. What can you do? Now call this bar or whatever you want to call it, this business, Amazon Games, Blizzard Entertainment, Epic Games with Fortnite, right? EA with Battlefront 2. I mean, tell me how it's allowed to just take people's money without repercussions infinitely, and it's okay because it's a skin, right? It's a skin. Or in Throne and Liberty's case, oh, you're spending a $500 on a chess piece, right? And you might be thinking to yourself, $500 on a chess piece? That doesn't sound right. Oh, trust me, in Korea, yeah, it's about right. You know, it's about right. Let's just say that it's about $500 for a chess piece, purple rarity. So you can excuse that, right? But you can't think to yourself and say, "Damn, that sounds kind of like abuse, right? $500 for a chess piece, like, god damn, who's got the money for that?" Well, trust me, people. When people are addicted to something that they crave and they feel like they need, they'll give up everything to get it. I've seen it many times before. Even if you have disposable income, people will go broke over these games, over their addictions, over anything that is objectively bad for you, right? So let's just say, for example, I got an exclusive membership at Ferrari, right? I'm paying a subscription to Ferrari. I go in there every week and spend $500,000 on a brand new car, right? So you spend $500 on every week on a new car, and your Ferrari's best customer. Oh, they love you, dude. Oh, yeah, of course they love you, dude. They'll suck your toes if you ask them to. Seriously, they'll kiss your feet as soon as you walk in and say, "Which car do you want today, sir?" And they'll make you feel like a king. And then as soon as you leave the store, what do they say behind your back? What a fucking dumbass, bro. This guy's spending all his money on cars, right? That lose value over time, except you replace that with skins that have zero value. Absolutely zero value in the real world. At least with Ferraris, right? You can sell them and make some of your money back. Maybe you even got a vintage car in your collection, you actually make some money. But in general, it's all overall loss. Now take away the potential to receive any of your investment back, and now it's just net zero. Every dollar you spend in this game or any other games with microtransaction is just an overall net zero, negative to your account, to your balance, to this industry, to everything. I mean, this is bad. It's really bad, actually. But now it's a video game and you're receiving, like, little dopamine hits in your brain. It's okay to keep swiping your card because it makes you feel good. Makes your e-pin a little bit, like, 2 inches bigger, right? Every time you get a new chess piece, purple gear in your collection that you spend over $500, that's not even the maximum price. I've seen gear on the Korean servers go over for like $2,000 for a piece of gear, bro. The shit's crazy out there, bro. So it's a video game, right? It's just a game. Who cares? Who cares that Amazon and NCSoft and Rockstar Games and Activision Blizzard, Microsoft, all these companies that charges microtransactions, on top of all the mobile games like Genshin Impact, what's that, or Nikkei, what's that, a popular one? Can't think about it, but you know what I'm talking about, right? Wuthering Waves, right? Tower Fantasy when it first launched. All these companies make hundreds of millions of dollars in profits. I don't know what. I'm not selling you a product, I'm selling you a service, quote unquote service. And these same gamers will defend the company abusing them like they're doing them a favor. Like, it's like Stockholm Syndrome to the max. It's like if slavery back in the day was a good thing and people defended it. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. As long as it's a corporation doing it and they're making billions of dollars, it's okay. They're literally using it as slave labor for their fucking bank farms, right? I don't know what to call it. A bank farm, let's say, because you got a bank account and all you have to do is just sit there and it'll make you money. Like, seriously, just invest in a fucking MMO, mobile game, whatever, gotcha system. Just invest money into that and you'll make millions of dollars just sitting on your ass after you're done. And people get away with it. They like it. They like it. You try to convince these people that, I don't think that's right, bro. You're spending $20 on a skin. Like, it's only $20. Who cares? It's only $20 for a skin in Call of Duty. It's not that big a deal. And then they'll say something like, or for free-to-play games, I mean, Call of Duty charges you to just play the game, right? For free-to-play games, they'll defend you even more. It's free-to-play, bro. Why are you complaining? It's free-to-play. They gotta make their investment somehow. Let's see. GTA 5 is basically free-to-play, right? You only spend $15 on the online access, right? For the online access. GTA Online. And then you see these games, they don't make money off their sales. No. They make $1 billion. Sometimes even $2 billion. Right? Like, let's say, like, a range between $1 billion to $2 billion on a game. Every year, right? Off microtransactions alone. Discounting all the sales. Right? Who gives a shit about the sales, the box sales? No. It's all about that MTX, baby. That's where the real money's at. $1 billion. $1.6 billion, $1.8 billion, $2.1 billion, right? These are companies that are making billions. Each one of them are making billions off the backs of gamers, right? And it's like, it's not even off the game itself. It's off MTX. Optional purchases, right? So how optional is something if you're making billions of dollars of it, right? Let's say I'm selling, like, I don't know what the fuck I'm thinking of. BRB. Alright, I got it. I'm selling popsicle sticks for $5 a pop. It's optional, you don't have to pay for it. Right? You see your next door neighbor selling the same thing. We're all selling popsicle sticks in my neighborhood. $5 a pop. Come get your popsicle stick. Right? You're like, oh, what a shitty business is that, but popsicle sticks for $5 is gonna pay for that. What a jackass, right? But then you come back like a week later, You see the line is out the door for these popsicle sticks. Oh, motherfucker, in a year, bro. I tell you, yo, bro, I just made $2.5 billion off this popsicle stick business, man. It's really popping off. I mean, what's the difference? Oh, because it's a video game. You know, you get a little spark in your little peener, in your little booty. That, you know, it feels good to win, right? It feels good to win. I love winning. I love getting loot. I love getting gear. I love killing people. I love all this exploration and murdering atmosphere. And yet, you know, they're making billions of dollars off of it. It's completely optional, right? There's absolutely nothing hidden behind the veil, behind the curtain of how much they're really abusing you through their millions of dollars of investment in psychology, right? Because they that's what they do. They don't care about game investments. Their R&D departments aren't trying to make the best games. Their R&D departments are there to find out how to make the most money, right? So then you find out popsicle sticks are actually selling because they got, like, you break them open, right, and you can sniff the aerosol fumes of cocaine, right, and these fumes are making these people addicted to them, so they don't even know they like it, but they love it, bro. They just crave it. What's the difference? Seriously. Except that instead of Activision Blizzard making $2.6 billion, it's the popsicle business making $2.6 billion, right? It's legal, right? It's legal. Who cares? Just insanity, bro. Insanity. All right? I mean, tell me now. Let's say you have a friend, right? You ask him, dude, how you doing? He's like, man, not too good, bro. I just spent like $500 on those popsicle sticks, bro. I'm like, what? Your response is like, what? Right? But you go on League of Legends or Valorant, right? And then you go on the Discord call with a friend, and he's like, dude, I just bought this latest knife skin for $500, bro. You won't believe it. It looks so epic, bro. Look at this shit, so cool. And you're like, your response in that scenario is to say, oh man, dude, that's awesome, bro. Yeah, I love that skin. I wish I could have it too. You know what? I'm gonna buy it right now. Like, what the fuck? And they'll say it's a good thing. It's a good thing. No, these skins look cool. It's a good thing. It's free to play, right? Who cares? It's free to play. They deserve it. These developers and publishers, they deserve your money for being so generous to give you the opportunity to log into the server and play their game, right? They're so generous. They love you, and you love them back. So you give them hundreds of dollars on a nice skin, right? And then when the server shut down and, you know, your skins are gone, you look back and you're like, damn, you know what? I know I spent $5,000 over the course of 10 years playing this game, right? And let's just say it was worth it. It was worth it. I had a great time. What do you think Rito Games or whoever is thinking, like, when they shut down the servers? All they're thinking about is how much money they made, and they have to pay none of it back. Like, they have to pay none of it back. They're like, oh yeah, we're shutting down the servers. Good luck, guys. Have fun with the next game we're coming out with, and spend even more money on that too. They're running to the bank. They're like, oh yes, finally we have to fucking keep that server open, bro, for these dumbass players, you know? Because now that we shut it down, we can sell them the next product and make even more money than last year. And you know they will. Of course they will. I'm so disappointed in people. I mean, so disappointed. You wonder, right? People wonder, why is there inflation? I mean, why wouldn't there be inflation? Honestly, if this way this economic circumstances are at. Like, seriously, like, you think about, like, the average everyday farmer, right? Think about a farmer in real life. You're farming crops, you're farming corn, right? Or broccoli, right? You got cows, and you milk them every day for you to sell milk, right? So you wake up at 6 a.m. and you milk those cows, and you sell them for $5 a gallon. right? You go to sleep, you wake up, and you're happy. You're happy. You got this beautiful farm, and you milk those cows. $5 a cow. At the end of the year, you make like, let's say, 120,000, approximately, being generous, right? 120,000 to milk some cows every day, 6 a.m. to like 9 p.m. Right, taking care of these animals, live animals, and then you can just be like a indie developer making a mobile game, and you make $70 million in a year because of ads, and of everything, just ads. Like, how's that even fair? Like the concentration of wealth. Like, do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like think about like a funnel, right? You got the funnel of concentration of wealth going into like these like hyper targeted individuals, and the wealth disparity is constantly like increasing, right? The wealth gap or whatever. Like, of course, there's gonna be inflation when people are willing to give millions of dollars away to other people over the stupid shit like skins or ads, right? Like, who clicks on these ads in the first place? Who clicks on an ad and buys a product they see on the ad? Like, how many people do that? I don't know a single. I've never done that shit in my life. I mean, maybe like once or twice because I like let's say I found like a T-shirt that I really like. I'm like, damn, look, actually, it looks pretty cool. It actually looks good, and it's a good price too. Let's say like less than $20, I'll buy it. I got like 3 pair of shoes that have like these graphics on it, right? For like $50 for 3 pairs. I found that off an ad. I'll admit it, but that's a good value. I mean, I can't give that up. Three pairs of shoes with graphics on them. Like, really, you need graphics for $50? And you go to Temu and you buy like, well, I seen like this slime shit, like a toy for $50. Like, oh my goodness, bro. People are so stupid with their money. Of course, there's inflation, man. People are willing to give their money like it's not even valuable. You know what I'm saying? Like, the money is not valuable anymore. People give it up for free. People spend their money like jackasses. Of course, there's inflation. I mean, it's not valuable anymore. Nobody gives a shit about money anymore. They're willing to give it away for free, and that's how you get these companies making billions of dollars every year. Like, you hear all these businesses closing in person. Apparently, a lot of restaurants is closing, right? A lot of bodegas, convenience stores, they're all closing. Like, yeah, duh. Compare the cost of business for Rite Aid or CVS or a restaurant for Pizza Hut, for example. Apparently, Red Lobster. Let's see, that's the most popular one that's just went out of business, right? You're spending $40,000 on a lease every month, and you're spending like employees and stuff, and you got all the logistics of receiving the food, importing the food and stuff to serve these customers, right? And then the labor it takes to cook and serve them. Right? Think about all the costs and logistics behind that. Or you can look at AAA game developers, right? Twitter, HQ, Google HQ. People sit on their ass all day, right? On the laptop, doing meetings and shit. They get paid a salary, whatever, right? You think tech companies care about paying their salary? When these tech companies pay a salary, it's probably for like investment purposes. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all a money laundering scheme at the end. It really is. You can be a Red Lobster owner, like store manager or restaurant manager, whatever, and spend like hundreds of $1,000s a year, and then make extra like 50K at the end or whatever. How much they make a profit? Right, you buying lobster. The people are fishing lobsters. They're fishing shrimp. They're producing wheat to make pasta, and then we celebrate and reward these tech companies who just build an app and they make billions of dollars instantly. Just it's in a year they make like, oh yeah, we made it, record breaking profits. Time for layoffs. Goodbye, everybody. We're done with you. Next staff, so we can make the next big thing. Because diversity is our strength, right? Diversity in ideas, whatever hits. It's like throwing dartboard, just throwing darts at the dartboard, and whatever hits, you make billions of dollars, right? That's crazy. We just keep coming back to them. So we just keep coming back. And remember, there is optional, right? Quote unquote optional. Billions of dollars of optional purchases. It's not groceries. It's not milk. It's not bread. It's skins and pay to win bullshit. That's all it is. Just skins and pay to win bullshit, and you'll make instant cash. Instant. They don't got GMs. They don't got moderation. It's all automated. You just want your money, that's all. So, yeah, it's absolutely pay to win. All these games are fucking insane. Just designed to just steal money from you, really. And like back in the day, let's say the PlayStation 2 days, PS1, Sega Genesis, right? Sega Saturn, NES, SNES, Neo Geo, all these games before MTX, right? You know what you're paying for, right? You read a review on the magazine, you know what you're getting. Even in the early days of the PS3 generation, when YouTube was actually a thing, you look at a video review, you're like, oh yeah, dude, this game looks sick. I'm totally gonna buy it. Right? Now you just buy whatever's new, and then on top of that, you think you're getting a good deal, right? You think you're getting a good deal, so you spend extra $20 here and there. You spend an extra $50 this week, right? You spend an extra $100 because you just got paid bonus, right? So you spend $100 on Valorant because it's your birthday, it's your Christmas. So you spend $50 on a skin for each one of your friends, right? Oh, here's a knife for you. Here's a knife for you. Here's a knife for you. Oh yeah, it's Christmas, baby, right? I'm so thankful to play this game with my friends. I love this game, and that's completely allowed. We just do not care. They'll get away with it. Of course they will. MTX, games as a service or whatever. All these terms they make up, right? Pay for convenience, pay to skip, pay to it's not pay to win. It's to skip, whatever. It's all the same thing. It's a scam. They'll design these games to feel like a full-time job, and you'll play it like a full-time job too, but you don't get paid. It's purely a net loss to get invested into these games. It's a pure net loss. So yeah, that's all I got.